If you see this video, that means you are about to make mistakes that could cost you 20 years of your musical journey. But if you have a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to avoid them. Now listen carefully. Why do I say this? Because the mistakes that you were planning to make, I've already made them in my piano journey. Do you ever feel like this musical instrument thing is not for you? And whenever you sit down behind the piano, you are overwhelmed of what to even practice. This was me, and this feeling actually never goes away. Even to the people that you think are pros, remember, new level, new devil. But let me reassure you of one thing. Everything begins up here, the mind. Listen, at the beginning of my piano journey, I could be watching someone, seeing what they play, and I'm like, maybe this thing is not for me. Like, I can't. But that was the mistake. It was because of the way I was looking at it. Perception. Now take a look at the jogger. Now every jogger has a goal. Let's say they want to hit 5 miles today. Good. Now, if this is the first time they are jogging 5 miles and they keep their eyes on the destination of that 5 miles or how far ahead it is, they're going to be overwhelmed. Like, I can't jog, it's too far. But now, if they just keep their eyes a few meters ahead and just keep jogging, that's all. Keep jogging. We'll get there. Keep jogging. That is much better. So that's the first mistake. You don't focus on the people who are already far better than you, who have been playing for 20 years. You focus on the small steps that you are supposed to take. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Good. When you finish, go to chords. When you just go according to your pace. You will get there eventually. The only way you would never ever get there is if you quit. That's all. So you've got to tell yourself, you made a promise to yourself, and you are going to stop at nothing until you learn how to play the instrument, the piano, whatever instrument that you are learning. Just remember this. Every great player that you know struggled first. Nobody skips that phase in life. Nobody. So the next time you sit behind the piano and then you say, oh no, I'm not cut out for this. I'll never learn. I'm not a natural. I don't learn fast. Just say this. One step at a time. Poco a poco. Poco a poco. Simple. Now learning the piano is very, very fun. When you are playing the songs that you love, wonderful. But do you know the boring part? But how is this boring? Some of you may say. Now I want you to imagine this. Playing this for hours. Every single day. The same thing. The basics. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of people don't spend a lot of time on the basics. They like to just, I want to go and learn. I want to calm down. The basics? And what are the basics of playing the piano? Rhythm, melody, harmony. Rhythm is the sound and silence in music in a systematic pattern. Sound, silence, sound, silence, sound, silence. Yep, that's rhythm. A melody is the movement of one note to another in a systematic pattern. Now this is a melody. Systematic pattern. A harmony is a combination of two or more notes that is pleasing to the ear. So that's a harmony. That's a harmony. Ooh, that's a harmony. Now take this as you. This is your level of basics on the piano. The more you practice the basics, just the basics, nothing else, the more this thing right here expands. This means that the more time you put in learning the basics, the more you'll be able to stand the test of time when you build on it. But when you just learn the basics haphazardly because you want to get to playing your favorite songs immediately, it will catch up to you. That I can assure you. You realize that you are taking too long to learn the songs that you've always wanted to play. And that's when you begin to doubt yourself whether you ever be able to master the piano. So one thing, my friend, love the boring. Very important. The basics are boring. Love it. And that's what separates the pros from the normal players. Once you have mastery of the basics, then you can move on to the next level. But never neglect the basics. Very important. Remember, I'm not saying that you should play the basics forever. No. But the more you have mastery of the basics, the more you have mastery of everything else. Listen, earlier on, when I first began my piano journey, I thought I lacked talent because I was learning difficult things. Then I had this mindset like, oh, maybe I should just quit the piano, or maybe this piano thing is not meant for me. But this was the wrong mindset I was having. When you're finding it difficult to learn something, that's actually a good sign. That means that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone. Remember I said mindset is everything in this piano journey? Now think about it. When you're playing a song and it feels too easy, tell me, are you learning anything new? Probably not. But when you're playing a song and it's so difficult, you are sloppy at first, like, oh, what's all this? But trust me, you are learning something. Your brain is now adjusting to this new thing. Your fingers are now being exercised beyond your capabilities. You are building what we call muscle memory. Now here's the secret, come closer. When you are learning something difficult, first of all, take a deep breath in. And now find the part that is difficult. Don't go fast, go very slow. Slow. Remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Play it as slow as possible. The speed will pick up. Trust me on this one. So watch this. Now, it's going to be a little challenging to some people. What I did right here is what I'd like to call triplets. So, 1, 2, 3. You understand? Now, if I play it fast, it's going to be very confusing. But if you slow it down, it is better. Watch. That's all. You understand? So go slow, the speed will pick up. Sometimes all you need to do is to change your practice routine. When I also started learning how to play the piano, I was all over the place. See, tutorial here, tutorial there, jump from one song to another, 10 songs at once. You can imagine. So I found out one thing. The most important thing that you need is discipline. On the internet, there's no clear path when you watch tutorial videos. You just keep spinning in circles. Here's what I wish someone told me. Focus on one clear path and trust the process. You don't need to master every single tip out there. Remember, less is more. Pick one course, one mentor, or one structured method and stick with it. Let me give you a fun scenario. How many of you know Cyclops of X-Men? You know his power, right? When he's without his glasses, when he opens his eyes, it's just the power is everywhere. But when he wears his helmet, that thing, or his glasses, his helmet, he's able to direct the power here, 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 here. Exactly. That's what happens when you have a structured plan in learning the piano. Even if you say you're going to learn one song this month, just stick to learning that song. Don't be jumping from this song to another. Oh, I've seen another song. No. Stick to it. Build that focus muscle. It's very, very important in anything that you do. See, a lot of people are distracted in this life. So if you have this level of focus, it's going to bring a lot of control in your life and put you ahead of a lot of people. Listen, one of the most discouraging frustrations that I hear, and I've felt myself, is, oh, I know how to play with my right hand very well, but coordinating with my left hand, playing at the same time, is very impossible. Maybe I'm just not meant to play the piano. Trust me, I understand that feeling. Now come closer. I want you to do something for me right now. I want you to tap your hand on your head like this with your right hand. Exactly. Now, I want you to use your left hand to scratch your chest like this. You're doing it right? This means one thing, that hand coordination is 100% learnable. It's not an inborn talent bestowed on the lucky few. No. It's a skill you build gradually. The key here is to train the hand separately first. After that, you join them together and train them, but slowly. Don't try to speed anything up. Don't try to go as fast as you went on your right hand or your left hand. No, go very slow. You're learning a new skill. Remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Go as slow as possible that you would get it. As time goes on, you are going to build the skill gradually. Let me show you something. So now this is the diatonic scale on your right hand. Now this is the diatonic scale on your left hand. Great. Now combine them together, what do you get? It's going to be a little confusing to some people, but you have to go slow. Don't speed it up. The speed will eventually come. Go. Exactly. Now when you gain control, you can be able to do something like this. Exactly. When you first begin, it's going to be messy, but that's okay. Your brain is now building the connections between the hands. So calm down, relax, take a deep breath in and out. So whenever you catch yourself saying that, oh, maybe I'm not wired for this, I can't learn this piano, it's too difficult, just say, I haven't learned it yet, but I will. You will, because you will. All that's left is time and practice. Now come here, I'll let you on a little secret. Have you ever thought to yourself, oh, me, I don't know how to create music, so me, I'm not a real musician, I'm not a pianist, I can't play. Please, I beg you, hear me out on this one. If you create music or you play the piano at any level and it brings you joy, you are a real pianist or a musician. Being a musician is not playing fast or certificates or anything. It's about expression and growth. I used to think like that when I began my journey. Oh man, I used to see all these jazz cats, Oscar Peterson, Chico Ria, even Pharrell Williams. Man, I thought I was a good faker. Straight up imposter syndrome. If creating music is your goal, just know that creativity can be learned and nurtured. Start small by changing the notes or chords of a few songs. So with a song like All of Me, you can change the progression too. Exactly. It might start basic at first, but what you are doing right here is that you are exercising your creative muscle. Play what you feel. Let your fingers wander. The more you experiment, the more you develop. Own the identity of a composer. Yes, you are a piano player. Remember, music is any sound that sounds pleasing to the ear. Did what you play right now sound pleasing to your ear? Good. Then you're a musician. In the age of social media, it's very easy to compare yourself to others. Maybe you see a 6-year-old prodigy piano player playing like crazy. Then there's you in your late 20s, 30s, or 40s. You might be now thinking, others my age are way ahead of me. I'll never catch up. Maybe it's too late for... Hey, stop right here. Listen, learning the piano is not a race. There's no finish line that you are behind on. Everyone's circumstance and goals are different. The truth is, you can start at any age and make beautiful music. I'm going to play you a video. Listen to what he says.
So Jordan, you can learn to play an instrument at any age.
Look at that. I'm 68 years old.
Yes.
I started this really when I was 64 years old.
You see, the key here is to focus on your progress rather than any other person's progress. Comparison is the thief of joy. Remember that. Ask yourself, are you better now than last month? If yes, that's a win. That's a win. Yes, somebody who has been playing the piano for more than 10 years will be ahead of somebody who has been playing the piano for about a year. And so what? In fact, it will shock you that if you learn the right approach, you surpass people who have been playing the piano for a long time who have not been practicing. The only way to truly fall behind is to quit. Don't let comparisons or age anxiety steal the joy of learning this beautiful instrument. Whether you are 17 or 70, the best time to learn the piano was yesterday. The second best time is now. Remember, this is your personal journey. It is never too late to make music. Anything you are doing or you are working on, don't do it alone. Let me tell you a secret. When I was first learning the piano, I was just going from tutorial here to tutorial there in random places. Maybe I was too shy or too proud to admit that I needed help. But when I met a mentor or I started rolling with other pianists going the same direction, my progress just skyrocketed. Listen to me when I say this. A good teacher will save you a lot of time. Trust me. They've made all the necessary mistakes already, so they'll help provide you with 3 important things: structure, accountability, and encouragement. Don't be jumping from one tutorial to another. Stick to that teacher's method, because the more laser focused you are on something, the faster you will get to that goal. Even a practice partner or an online group can help make a huge difference. I say this because I am a product of a mentor. Listen, it's not that you cannot learn on your own. Of course, you absolutely can. But it's a bumpier road. There's no prize for doing things the hardest way. No. In fact, getting help is not a sign of weakness. No. It's actually smart. So, my advice: turn practice into progress by letting someone guide you on a path that actually works. Well guys, we've covered a lot in this episode. I just want to say that learning the piano is a journey of transformation, not just musical skills. The most important thing about learning the piano is why. Why do you want to learn the piano? Ask yourself. Now, if the why is strong, the how is easy. Before I wrap up, this is a warm invitation and preparation. Depending on when you watch this video, I always say this: I am coming up with something that is going to transform your piano life for good. Just keep your eyes in the description. And until then, be creative.